Hi, this is Kevin Gray, publisher of Fierce Cable. I am here at Cable Tech Expo 2017 at the Casa Systems booth. Had a chance to speak with their CEO, Jerry Guo, about virtualization and virtual CCAP. Let's see what he had to say. All right, so Jerry, virtualization. It's been one of the biggest things at this year's SCTE, of course. We've been hearing a lot about this on the wireless side of the house now for years. Let me ask you, so the domains here, is there a time when these are going to come together, or the solutions within these domains come together, and what's that going to look like?
Yes, absolutely. We believe that they are already coming together, and we are the early phase of the convergence between the two separate industries. From a services point of view, the two industries are really converging. Wireless services and fixed broadband services are converging, and from a technology point of view, they are converging as well. The platforms, the software platforms, the different VNF functions can coexist on the same platform, and we are actually showing the convergence of wireless services as well as the fixed broadband services here on the same platform.
Okay, so MSOs are embracing this more than ever before, but let's talk about the migration. What does that path look like?
We believe that the migration is going to be a coexistence of multiple paradigms. We believe that there will be a coexistence of the integrated CCAP and distributed CCAP at the same time. And among distributed CCAP schemes, we also see application scenarios where you want a chassis-based CCAP core, and also scenarios where a virtualized CCAP core will be much more appropriate. In the long run, we do believe that the virtual CCAP core will be the dominant CCAP core for the industry. But it's going to take some time, but the migration has already started. We are in trials with the multiple operators with our virtual CCAP core. We believe that the deployment of a virtualized solution for distributed access architecture in cable space will start in 2018.
Okay, and those trials, obviously you knew I was going to ask about this, right? But how are those trials coming along? Is there anything that you can actually share about those?
Well, as a company, we don't do trials as pure proof of principle. We do trials to lead to volume deployment. And our trials are proving that we have a carrier class, very scalable, high availability system, and the trials are coming along very well toward that end.
In terms of readiness, what is it? What are you seeing from operators on that side, from virtual CCAP and virtualization right now?
We see our MSO customers in different stages of readiness. Some are really embracing it, gung-ho, want to go right now. Some are, basically in the planning and the preparation stage. But the overwhelming consensus that they want to go there eventually. But we are working with the different timelines with the different customers. But the early adopters will deploy in 2018, and the later ones will probably in 2019 and 2020. But a lot of them want to move forward fairly quickly.
We know that Casa is one of the first to market with its remote PHY solution. Where do you stand with the perspective to DAA, distributed access architectures?
Well, our early announcement or release of the distributed architecture was a pure remote PHY architecture based on a remote PHY RPD and our C100G CCAP core. And since then, as I mentioned earlier, we released a virtual CCAP core to work with our own remote PHY node, as well as basically working with anybody's cable labs specification compliant remote PHY node. So we have evolved our solutions to be cable labs compliant on both the core side as well as the RPD side. Another thing I want to add is that not only we are providing remote PHY solutions now, we are also providing remote MAC-PHY solutions for customers who are more interested in a slightly different solution. But in general, our solutions are flexible and giving customers a choice of remote PHY or remote MAC-PHY.
All right, so my last question, this is one I've actually been really excited to ask you guys in terms of how your mobile solutions are coming along. In particular, could you elaborate a little bit about what types of operators you're seeing interest from and why you think that might be?
Well, Casa has been investing in mobility solutions for several years now. We are investing in both the packet core side as well as the radio access network products. And our solutions are virtualized for the packet core as well as for the radio, like a Cloud RAN-based radio access product. And so far we have announced 4 wins with the tier 1 mobile operators, and we have more than 30 trials going on both on the core side as well as the radio side with mobile operators around the globe. So it's going extremely well.
Any chance you can name those 4 tier 1 trials?
Not at this point, maybe next time.
I had to ask, okay, all right. Well, Jerry, thank you so much for joining us today. It was a pleasure speaking with you.
Thank you, Kevin.